Back on the show is Brandon Girtz, who's coming off another impressive win. This time he gets the finish, the first-round finish over Luka Jelcic at Bellator 190 on December 9th. Brandon, what's going on? How are you?
What's up, brother? I'm good. Back in the States.
Yeah, when did you get back, actually? Because this fight was in Italy, obviously.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday. We stayed for a couple days after, got to check it all the way out there. You got to check it out a little bit.
Of course. Have some pasta, have some bread, things like that.
Oh, yeah. All of that. Only both.
So heading into the fight, how was the travel getting down there? Because I know, this was overseas. It's, new territory. How was all that, going into the fight?
It definitely was an adventure. It's definitely the most traveling I've ever done for a fight, and honestly, the most I've ever done in my life. I've never traveled that far, So it was an adventure. We went out a little early too. I've never been to a fight or anywhere before my fight that long. So we were there about, was it like 10 or 9 days or 8 days before my fight? So it was quite the adventure, man. Definitely a different experience, and being that far out, and the culture difference, just everywhere you go, as to even working out in the gyms. Get down there that early, I have to have gyms to work out in or hotel room. But it's definitely different. But it was good. It was a fun experience.
Could that fight have gone any better?
That's what that's pretty much how I imagine it going down. Something like that. I knew I was gonna come. I was gonna come swing, and I'm always in there to try to take somebody's head off. So I was figuring it was gonna be an early knockout. Was what I was looking at.
And how did you celebrate after that win? It's one thing to get a win in the States, but to celebrate in Italy must have been pretty nice.
Yeah, it was cool. By the time we got out of there, it was so damn late. We had to wander the streets for food, but it was a fun experience. We found some of the best pizza we've had the whole time. So we found some. They don't have places just open all around out there for food at that time of the night. Not like here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's not. You don't have the 24-hour places. Like in the States. Yeah. So.
No, all completely different.
Who was down there with you as far as your corner?
I had my coach Jake Ramos, and then it was actually a special experience because, my buddy Gaethje was supposed to come, but, with his fight results and just everything from that, it would be tough to fly that far. So I ended up having my father in my corner and one of my good best friends, Jason Pluff, that always comes out to every one of my fights. So I kind of made it a special thing. It was different, it was a different experience. I had to keep them more calm than myself, but it was cool. It was a cool thing. I just had my parents out there, and like I said, my friend and my girlfriend.
Cool. So you mentioned you just got back. What's the plan, going forward as far as training? You going to take a little bit of time off, or are you going to go back and maybe do some light stuff? What's sort of the game plan?
I'll be back in the gym this week, doing light stuff. I like to be in there. That's my enjoyment, I'm not going to be going in there and going crazy. I ain't sparring on Saturday, I'll put it that way. But I'll be back in there right away. Definitely take some time for the holidays. I know there's no rush right now when it's the holidays. I'm not looking to jump back in there. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so I gotta enjoy this time.
Yeah, what are the plans this holiday? Just, hanging out with the girlfriend and everything else?
Yeah, just flying back to Minnesota. I wouldn't miss a holiday with the family. Fly back to Minnesota, be with the family, be with my little nieces. That's the joy of Christmas right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So ideally, when would you like to get back in the cage? Have you sort of thought that out yet?
Not really. It's just that, depends on what they come forward. I'm ready to fight. I'll be ready to fight again soon. I want a good opponent. That was another. Luka is an animal. I knew he was going to be a tough guy, so I just had another tough guy. I like going for tough competition.
Is there anyone you want to fight next? I mean, the lightweight division just keeps getting more and more stacked, and it seems like even though you fought a lot of guys, it seems like there's still a lot of options out there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of options. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but anybody in the top at 155, that's what I want. I want to fight 55-pounders. I don't need no Gonzalez 70s or anymore, but anyone at the top at 150, 55, that's what I'm looking for. I like big names. I like tough fights. I'm out there to put somebody away and entertain.
What are your thoughts on the whole situation with Michael Chandler fighting Yamauchi? I mean, it's a little bit weird that he's not fighting Primus. Primus, I interviewed him. He says that he wanted to fight Chandler. What are your thoughts on that situation? Because it does impact your division.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little disappointing to see. I would like him, get that finished up because, once he beats Luka, whoever that guy is, he's going to be fighting for the title again, and then it's going to log jam it a little bit right now. I'd like it to get going because I feel like you give me another one of the top guys, I'm right in there. Derek Campos, he should be getting close to a title. Patricio always finds himself in line right in the top, so I don't know. Maybe those two are probably going to fight again, I would guess. I think that'd be a trilogy for those two, but they're both tough, but those guys are all up there, so it's looking like a logjam. I would like to start to see it go, but I mean, I know I got to do a couple more big fights, so hopefully it starts to clear the way by the time I'm ready.
Now that you've become Mr. International, you fought overseas, is there any other destinations you want to hit on the Bellator World Tour at any point?
They're all fun. Even they go back there July 7th, I think they said, for Rome. And I know they liked me out there, dude. I feel at home out there with the gladiators. It's a modern day gladiator. I feel like so everything there just felt right. So they're back there. Then Scott even said, "Where do you want to go next?" So I mean, we can look at the list, and I'm ready to fight internationally. It's definitely a different experience, but it's fun to go represent the United States somewhere else like that because I feel like that's what we're doing,
Yeah. No, I agree. Have you ever fought in Canada before?
No, and I need to go to Canada. I'd like to go to Canada. I haven't been there since I was a kid. So, yeah, I'd go over to Canada. Like I said, I enjoyed the whole process. It was different. It was a different process traveling that far and being there. I'm going to go early. I like even Canada. I'm going to go there a little early. I like to get there and feel the energy and get used to being there.
For sure. Most important question on this interview. We got Christmas coming up. What is Brandon Girtz's favorite Christmas movie? And you can say Die Hard. Die Hard counts in this category.
Favorite Christmas movie? I that's a really tough one, but I did just watch Elf the other day.
Nice.
That one makes me crack. You can't. He's hilarious. Will Ferrell's hilarious. So that's a tough one. What Christmas? I love all of Christmas. Like I said, it's my favorite holiday. So you can't get around with any of the Christmas movies.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on the win. Again, people have probably seen it who are watching this. If not, go look at Bellator's Twitter feed. It was on there all Friday night, which was very cool to see. Brandon, just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Check me out on Instagram at Brandon Girtz MMA, that and Twitter. You can just find me at Brandon Girtz on Facebook. Shout out to I got my sponsor.
There you go. Look at that. Man. That looks good.
That's a huge that they always got my back, dude. And if you don't know about CBD, it's very important, man. So check them out. And I got blue light weight belts. They're gotta protect yourself.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.